Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Charlotte, Bridges out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. There's Jeremy Lamb, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's AI in at the point guard. Clark, plenty of speed and explosiveness on display tonight. When you widen your lens a little bit, how do you think athleticism in this league has changed throughout the years?
Well, it has grown exponentially, Kevin. When you think about the advanced training methods, the knowledge around nutrition and rest and strength training, so beneficial to the athleticism that we see in the league. As a matter of fact, I question whether or not I would be able to play in this day and age based on the athleticism I had back in the 80s. I would have to really embrace that fitness and strength training to another level to play today.
Well, I think you would have played in any era and been just fine.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not so sure, though. These guys get after it. They're bigger, faster, and stronger than any players of any era to date.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And Eric Bledsoe, so gifted athletically. He's got to learn to read the game as fast as he plays it, and that's a process. Staying under control, using change of pace, those are things he can tighten up.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. AI outside. From deep three-point range, Adams. 3 on the clock. And Kidd-Gilchrist with the nice bucket inside. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his second bucket.
Yeah, he doesn't lack athleticism. He's got great bounce, Kidd-Gilchrist. Excels at recognizing when to get to that glass.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Malcolm Brogdon, the 36th pick in the 2016 draft, went on to win Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's the second time a player not taken in the first round received that award. The first time was back in 1957. Kevin, you probably know who that is because you may have even called one of his games.
No, I'm not that old, Clark. You sure you're not thinking of a game maybe you called back in the day?
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it.
A tremendous shot blocker at the forward position. Kidd-Gilchrist is terrific at sending shots back.
Mozgov with the block. Here's Bledsoe. That shot, no good. Great D that time from AI. And you think about Brogdon slipping into the second round. Clark, what caused so many teams to pass on him?
Well, you know, in this day and age, Kevin, younger is deemed to be better, and if you've happened to be in college 4 or 5 years, you're looked at a little differently. He spent 5 years at Virginia, but to his credit, he got his bachelor's degree and a master's in public policy, so he's got great character and perseverance. It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Fires from deep. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Charlotte leading by 6. Down low. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist and misses it off the right side of the rim.
When he's got that kind of positioning, he's got to score it. Got to score the ball from there.
It's rebounded by Charlotte. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Bucks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Antetokounmpo finds Brogdon. Good on the shot.
Antetokounmpo is a player who does a little bit of everything and all of it really well. Check out that pass.
Here's AI. And again, the Hornets missing. Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
A nice shot by AI.
You know, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. And if he continues to improve, he'll be more valuable as a teammate.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now, here's Kidd-Gilchrist, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Adams kicks to AI. To the paint. That's good from Kidd-Gilchrist on the assist by AI. That's now 8 points for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the bucket by the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Here's Brogdon, following the bucket by the Hornets. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Lamb. On the wing, Lamb. Misses off the left iron.
And, you know, where was the defense there, Kevin? I mean, even though he missed it, that was not a good effort. Pitiful.
Hornets leading by 9. AI dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mozgov.
He is an unreal athlete with an impressive array of dunks. Kidd-Gilchrist, sensational at throwing it down with power.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. You look at the Bucks. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top 3.
And the Hornets, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who is able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Well, Kevin, what he doesn't want is station-to-station basketball. He said, we have to avoid bad habits and keep the ball moving. As long as we don't stand around like we're watching the paint dry, we can score. We'll see if the ball stays in motion tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. Sounds like shooting is what he's concerned with most early on.
Yeah, they're looking for a controlled, patient offense today, and the key to that will be shot selection.
And, you know, if that's where they're focused on effective shooting, they'd be really smart to get it inside as much as possible. Get those high-quality looks in the paint area.
Now, Antetokounmpo, after the missed 3 from AI. 6 on the shot clock. Brogdon against Kidd-Gilchrist. High post shot. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
Bucks trail by 16. Bledsoe kicks to Gibson. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that time, also a missed shot.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
AI passes to Adams. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And the Hornets lead by 18.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals in the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark. They've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have have a top 5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Akers checked in for Mozgov. Ilyasova comes in for Taj Gibson. And Fournier subbed in for Brogdon. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. They get the rebound. AI outside. It's good from long range. AI's got 12 points in the game.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe against Parker. Launches it. The shot comes out, and Charlotte will go the other way with it.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Green dishes to AI. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bledsoe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind, Clark?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as his. Harden. Harden is terrific off the dribble with the drive or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not of the ilk of those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with a live dribble.
Outside Fournier. And again, the Bucks miss.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And they'll keep possession. Inside, here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got his first basket.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Here's Connaughton, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. AI right side. And AI throws it down.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the bucket by the Hornets. And Fournier kicks to Connaughton. To end the run. And Bacon pulls it down. The Hornets shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Here's AI, and stolen by Fournier. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Ilyasova can't hit.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Fournier's shot is off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Bacon's got his first bucket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. AI outside. Pass to Bacon. AI outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And the Hornets making a change here. And both free throws good for AI. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. It could go. Doesn't go for him. We're at the end of the first quarter. And what a blowout already in this one. It's Charlotte running away with it. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Already a superstar. Antetokounmpo talked about how much.
I'm just trying to focus on the court.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Charlotte.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Ilyasova out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Maker. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Connaughton after the basket by Charlotte. Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Fournier's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And AI gets it to go.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
DiVincenzo, covered by Parker. No good, unable to end this run. Charlotte has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. The Hornets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league?
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well-rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
The Hornets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Heat was a man on a mission. Just an incredible number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple-double. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, their offense has really been productive this half, and I absolutely love the shots they've taken so far.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thon Maker. Gibson comes in for Ilyasova. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Fournier. Now here's Mozgov. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bulls in Chicago. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You have to chase Brogdon off that three-point line. He's a very good shooter from this area.
Here's AI following the three by Milwaukee. Kid Gilchrist. and too long on the shot.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
Now, here's Brogdon. 7 points in the game. Over AI. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
A shot that Brogdon continues to work on. I like whenever he shoots from the mid-range.
AI kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Back to AI. From the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. AI's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
AI outside. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Kid Gilchrist has got 16.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Up top, Brogdon. 9 points in the game so far. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And stolen by AI. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And then for Charlotte, Bridges, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Bacon. Here's Brogdon. And the Bucks miss again. Hornets shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
Boy, you see the explosive athleticism of MKG on that drive.
The Bucks shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. And stolen by AI. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, I like the first quarter you had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Now, here's AI. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Bridges kicks to AI. Releases from the wing and drills it. AI's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championship, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA Buckeye.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there, too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. It's Brogdon on the wing. Over Lamb. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Brogdon so composed, riding the wave of momentum, not forcing shots, instead taking what the defense gives him.
Now, here's AI. He has 31. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt. And you might have heard this story about Giannis growing a couple of inches since he was drafted, but how about the strength this kid has added? Under 200 pounds as a rook, he's added a good 35 pounds of muscle through his dedication in the weight room.
And he can't get the first one. And you talk about Antetokounmpo's strength, Clark. It serves him well with his attacking style.
No question about it, Kevin. I mean, he used to just try to blow by defenders. Now he'll go right through you. He'll get his weight into you, get you on your heels, and then with that unbelievable reach, you've got no chance.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's the lob to Adams. And no good that time. Great D that time from Gibson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done. And he does.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now, here's AI. The dish to Adams. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Charlotte shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Charlotte moving it around. AI outside. Here's the lob to Adams. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Brogdon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Miles Bridges.
Brogdon's so good at drawing contact. You can't afford to get overly physical with him.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. He has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Fournier passes to Maker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Lamb kicks to AI. There's the lob to Adams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And here's Charlotte. Bridges passes to AI. To the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The pass to Brogdon. The tray. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Now, here's AI. He's got 31. And Adams kicks to AI. Back to Adams. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Hornets with the rebound.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Lamb, good.
You know, wanting to get better at shooting the three ball, Lamb, the key to improving is the confidence you gain from putting in the work to get better.
To the paint. Here's Adams. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. Charlotte also making some changes. Green comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
AI left side. Inside and stolen by Ilyasova. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's foul number 2 for him. With 2 seconds left. And it's laid in by Fournier.
And I like the size that Fournier has as a shooting guard. Actually, great size. I mean, he's more than ready to take advantage of that when the opportunity presents itself.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Hornets on top, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Bucks shooting about 35% from the floor, not much falling for them. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got AI. Bridges out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now, here's AI. Guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. And that one goes, feeding him with the lead pass.
You got to at least respect that shot. I mean, Kidd-Gilchrist is capable of connecting from the mid-range area. You just can't give him an open look.
Bledsoe right side. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, with great quickness, using it well on the drive. Kidd-Gilchrist, tough to contest without fouling.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. No good from Bledsoe.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
Here's AI. A three-pointer is right on target. AI's got 34.
I'll tell you, he's beating up the defense in this quarter, going right at him and scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Now, here's AI. Guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Antetokounmpo against Bridges to halt the run, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I tell you what, Antetokounmpo has a real killer instinct on offense. I mean, this guy is serious about trying to score the ball and make plays. Always playing downhill, always in attack, and constantly keeping the defense on its heels.
Now, here's AI. He's got 34. Here's Adams, stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one. AI outside. And Adams kicks to Lamb. AI outside. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 10 points.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Pass to Brogdon. In the corner, Gibson with it. Outside for Bledsoe. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 9.
And, you know, it's a bonus to have big men who pass it like this. Gibson, solid instincts there.
And a wide open look for AI. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Mozgov with the steal. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 27 points for him. AI passes to Bridges. And again, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. And stolen by AI. Adams finds Lamb. 3-pointer. And no good. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 11 points for Eric Bledsoe. Here's AI. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Bucks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Brogdon kicks to Bledsoe. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Bledsoe outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Hornets have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Lamb, good.
His rate of development and improvement has been steady. Lamb showing real toughness on these difficult finishes.
Now, here's Brogdon, covered by Lamb. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A moment now to see the stats for Kid Gilchrist. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biyombo, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Bridges. And Bacon subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Drills the 3-pointer.
and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
AI outside. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Milwaukee.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for AI. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it's easy to see why Antetokounmpo could be MVP of this league. I mean, he can flat out dominate games at times.
Antetokounmpo on the double team. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. Buries it from 3-point range. Kid Gilchrist has got 8 here in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Passes it to Fournier. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Fournier's got 5 now.
And quite honestly, Fournier just has a good basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ. Knowing even before he gets the pass that he's got time and space to shoot.
Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. The shot's good. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's AI. Kaminsky, the pass to AI. Six to shoot. Fires the 3. Hits it again. Wow.
There it is. 50 points for him, and the record is his.
Greg, I'm in awe of his year. Absolutely in awe. To have this many 50-point games is just something most players dream of.
That 1962 campaign from Wilt Chamberlain is the stuff of myths. But the record for 50-point games set in that year has been broken, an achievement for the ages.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Green comes in for Biyombo, and Parker's subbed in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. The pass to Antetokounmpo over Green, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. AI's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. From deep 3-point range, and another 3 for Charlotte.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Pass to Connaughton. To the right side. DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this is a good time to show you some of the league's most disruptive defenders over the past month. The steal leaders at the small forward. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And with the kind of defense he plays, it really gives his team someone to lean on at that end of the floor.
Well, he's got a big effect on their interior defense, too. I mean, so often we see him prevent penetration by coming up with the steal as the ball handler makes a move inside. He does a nice job impacting the ball in those situations. He's got an excellent pair of active hands.
And the Bucks making a change here. Maker's checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Here's AI. And another one. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Connaughton. Here's Fournier. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Fournier's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really like to see Fournier go with the mid-range jump shot. This guy's a high percentage shooter, particularly from that spot on the floor.
Feeds it to Green. And Green slams it in.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely, and that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
Offensive rebound. And the basket by Maker. Maker's got his first 2 points of the night.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
AI outside. Again, what an avalanche. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Passes it to Maker. To the inside. DiVincenzo. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
He's starting to figure it out a little bit more. Dimes like this prove Maker knows how to find the open guy.
Now, here's AI. He's guarded by Fournier. AI passes to Bacon. Here's AI. He's guarded by Fournier. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A chance to check out AI here. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. 54 seconds left to play here in the third. And Maker sends it back.
And the difference Maker has on this end, love whenever he gets up to swat shots back.
The pass to Connaughton, nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
The first free throw is good. And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. That one is no good.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
It's deflected. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Here's AI. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Bledsoe against Parker. And here's Bledsoe. Over Parker. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hornets on top, just dominating this one. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Different look for Milwaukee. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thon Maker. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for DJ Wilson. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Tony Snell. Mark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
We've got Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe is out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year. So tonight we'll make it 46.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for AI.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
No good from Bledsoe. Here's Charlotte now. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. AI got a piece of it.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
DiVincenzo. And that one goes long. From deep. Off the mark. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game,